do want to touch on first maybe the Kusama parachains, because that's kind of been big news the last few weeks. We've seen the first parachains on Kusama. And I'm just curious to hear from your perspective why SORA did not get involved yet in the Kusama parachains. If you do plan on getting a Kusama parachain, or if you're just waiting and you're just going to go straight for a Polkadot parachain when those arrive.
Yeah, so the parachains are something that is very interesting. We've been working with Polkadot in the ecosystem since 2018 when we first started on our grant for Kagome with Web3 Foundation, and of course we always had from the very beginning an intention to get a parachain. The problem is the current way that most chains do crowd loan is that you basically mint tokens and you give it to people to lend you some Kusama or DOT in the case of the DOT parachain. And it's not really convincing tokenomics. It's pretty bad, actually, from a long-term economic standpoint. And that's why we decided to take a different strategy where instead of basically minting tokens and giving them to people to borrow like some KSM for a few months, what we're going to do is build a bridge first, and then using the bridge, you'll be able to move Kusama and then future DOT from the relay chain onto our chain, and then you'll be able to put this into our token bonding curve, which is a smart contract in the SORA network that kind of holds the tokens in reserve, and it mints new tokens in exchange for that. So it not only provides a store of KSM and DOT, but also provides a way to get, to provide some backing or stabilizing mechanism for the XOR token. So that's kind of our strategy instead. And additionally, we also want to have our own network validators on our SORA network, in addition to having finality for some transactions from the relay chain. We're not the only chain doing this. Moonbeam is doing the same type of thing. So we're studying closely their approach and trying to figure out technically what's the fastest way to implement this. But that's, really the plan is we want to do this and open up a bridge within a few months so that people can start to move KSM and in the future other tokens onto the SORA network. And that's kind of part of our initial strategy. So it's very different than other chains are doing, but we're trying to take a longer term look. So rather than just looking at what do we do this year to pump token price or something, we're actually trying to think, how do we create real value that will be around 10, 20, 30 years into the future?